welcome back to another video. Today in Amelia's Imperfect kitchen, we are going to be making some maple syrup walnuts. And it's very simple. I think it's the most simple recipe we've done, but it's super yummy. And anyone that I've ever given it to as like a gift really enjoys it. So you're just gonna need some walnuts, some maple syrup, and some butter. So, and also a pan and something to stir with. So I guess I'm using this today. And I'm going to get my apron on. I just got this, and it has Winnie the Pooh characters on it. So, let's go ahead and get started. I will show you how much I put in of everything. I don't have measurements for it. I just got this from someone else, like a family friend years ago, and since then I just make it every now and then, but I don't know the exact, the exact recipe in regards to how much to put of everything, but I think it mostly is how sweet you want it, and you want the walnuts to get kind of golden and crispy and like caramelized, so it's basically like caramelized walnuts. So, I have my apron on, and we're gonna get started. Okay, I turned the light back on, but it's a little too bright, that's why I had it off. I'm gonna start off with my walnuts. I think I'm gonna make the rest of this bag here. Okay, so it's more than a cup. And I'm gonna set this aside, and I'm gonna start off with adding some butter to my pan, heating the butter up. Then we're gonna add the walnuts, and then we'll add the syrup. Off the light again so it's not as bright while I explain this, but mine's been cooking for about 15 minutes. I'm still just letting the butter and the walnuts cook together, and in the meantime I'm gonna get a baking sheet out with tin foil because afterwards I'm gonna be putting our walnuts on there. Okay, so now I'm going to measure out my maple syrup. I don't exactly know how much I'm going to do, but just for the sake of you having some kind of reference, I'm going to do it a tablespoon at a time. So I'm going to go ahead and show you while I drizzle that into the... As this cooks, it's going to begin to thicken more, and you just want to make sure that you can get all the walnuts as evenly as coated. So in here we have a little over a cup of, more than a cup of walnuts, a tablespoon of maple syrup, and I would say a tablespoon of butter. I didn't necessarily measure that out, but it looks like it was a tablespoon. You want there to be enough butter that it's in the bottom, kind of looks like that. Just continue to stir them, keep an eye on it so the bottom doesn't burn. I have my heat set at 3, so it's very low. And once you transfer these to a baking tray, it'll allow them to cool and harden. Okay, I just turned off my heat, and I have my tray right here, and I'm going to carefully transfer this over. Make sure you're very careful. If you need anyone to hold the pan for you, because it can be heavy, please ask for help, because you do not want to burn yourself. I'm just going to lay this out here. And I'm just going to allow it to sit until it completely cools and hardens, and then they'll be ready to eat. These are super yummy, and I like to give these as like an extra little present to people sometimes, because it's always good to get some snacks. And it's also just good to snack on yourself if you want something sweet. So there you go.